A lot of people they know when you went to Spofford, that was when you was entering training camp for Sparta. You went into Spofford, it was like that's where you got trained for what's to come next. You know what I'm saying? Because when you went to Spofford, you wasn't learning nothing. What was you learning? You was learning how to survive, and those are the things you got to incorporate with you when you go to the next when you go to Rikers Island and one of them other spots. So you learn survival. That's how that went down. You know what I mean? When I came through the Spofford, it was crazy. I was 14 years old. And I remember when I walked inside, like it was like you stepping into a different world. You already know that home is gone. I walked inside, they gave me some sneakers, a pair of like jean looking pants, and they held me in orientation. Then from there I had to go from orientation, and they send you to the block where you go. From there, when I walked in the block, I remember they put me in, I think it was B3. The minute I walked into B3, it was all eyes on me. So you already knew it was on and popping. You know what I'm saying? You already knew that they wasn't playing no games. Like you was gonna go get it on over some miscellaneous shit. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't no lie. First fight I had was over a place on the couch. If you wasn't built like that, you wasn't sitting on the couches. You was basically sitting on some like steel bench looking type thing. And that's where they put all the dudes that, wasn't nobody. If you was a somebody, you sat on the couch. So for my place on the couch, I had to fight for that. Cause I remember sitting on the couch and it was like all eyes was on me now. Like I violated or did something wrong. I remember looking around like, what the hell did I do wrong? But the problem was that I sat on the couch that was a two-seater and two people already had basically locked that couch down. So then what happened was, one of the dudes calls me to the corridor. I go to the corridor and he's like, yo, if I catch you sitting on there again, I'm gonna wash you up. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna wash you up. They see, we started thumping right there. Bing, 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 we started fighting. From then on, you know what I'm saying, they started to respect me more. But my mom didn't like it because when I went down on the visit, she saw a mark on my eye. Even though I won the fight, I still caught a mark on my eye, you know what I'm saying? And from then on, I was getting respect, but now to continue on to get respect, you're gonna have to have more fights. And that's what happened after that. After that, I was fighting in the mess hall. I was fighting in the corridors, you know what I'm saying? Because now you gotta earn your rep. Because now, since people know that you get down and you ain't scared, you're gonna have more people test you. Now, on top of that, then you had the staff that was working there. These are grown-ass men and women. we just kids. You know what I'm saying? They over here trying to choke people out. I saw them choke like 2 or 3 people out right in front of my eyes, man. I ain't gonna lie. That shit brought me to tears, but they brought me to angry tears. You know what I'm saying? Where there was one point where the staff dude tried to grab me up one day because dudes were in the last cell just chilling. But they wasn't supposed to be in the cell. Everybody's supposed to be in the day room. But they was in the last cell chilling. And I had walked out from back there because I was with them. But I was going back to the day room. And on my way to the day room, he tells me to get on the wall. I'm like, get on the wall for what? And he started cursing me out. From then on, I already knew it was on. So basically, you know what I'm saying, me and him started fighting and shit. And I remember him trying to choke me out. You know what I'm saying? So the little red marks was on my face. And the other dudes were screaming at him like, yo, get off him, get off him. You know what I'm saying? It became a real emotional experience right there, because then I just hated them staff. You know what I'm saying? They created a hatred towards me and the staff, because now I'm like, these dudes, they abusing us. You know what I'm saying? They grown ass men and women, and we just kids, and they try to take advantage of us. So since I was trained to box since I was 8 years old. So the one thing I started doing was like every time they came out their mouth stupid, I went all in their face. Bing, 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 bing. And of course they beat me down and choked me out and hit me with Dorazine. And then sent me upstairs to E6. You know what I'm saying? They stayed shooting me up with Dorazine. Anytime I was rebellious, their answer was shoot me with Dorazine. You know, it was crazy, yo. One thing I remember about Spofford is once you won that first fight, you caught that fever. So after that, it was on. Cause then you had like the purple side against the green side at one time, and we was popping off on each other. You know what I'm saying? So I just continue on to have fights in the gym, in the mess hall, everywhere. Like, you just had that it just became something that you had to do. Like, it was an accomplishment because of all the accolades you got from the people around you. You know what I'm saying? You feel like that dude, for real. And you had to keep that going. You know what I'm saying? Once you champ, you got to keep that belt. You know what I'm saying? Because now people going to come at you to get a name. But I was popping off so much, so like I said, they put me in E6, bro. They had me out the way. But I used to go with both sides, and I used to have cool dudes I was cool with from both sides. You know what I mean? Which came out to be to my benefit. I really expected that, so I ran away. And I ran away for like about a year and a half. And then, I came back or whatever, and then the complaint was gone. And, he told me, he was like, yo, listen, man, you're going to have to stay with my mom. So I was like, I'm going to stay there. Because at that time, he was giving me an option to come back home. And I was like, all right, I was thinking about it. But after that incident right there, that shit, I was like, no, I'm staying with my grandmother because this is not going to work. We're going to keep on fighting. Next thing you know, I'm going to kill her. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to kill her.
So they were abusive, basically.
Yeah, he was abusive. Like, my mom was more of an instigator. My pops was more of the dude that laid the sledgehammer down. You know what I'm saying? So.
And they're both Puerto Rican?
Yeah, my moms and pops are both Dominican. Yeah, they're Dominican. So, like, they was old school Dominican. A lot of Dominican parents now, and I see it, they don't do that to their kids. You know what I'm saying? But my parents and my pops, should I say, he was different. He was like on some Adolf Hitler stuff. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to rule, control by all means necessary. And me, I was always rebelling. You know what I'm saying? I'll take my whipping and keep on thinking the way I want to think. You know what I'm saying? And like after that incident with the dude, where he got this big dude to take down the rim, I guess he started to respect me more. Because now he's like, yo, this dude's crazy. He had a gun right in the garbage can. You know what I'm saying? Loaded. You know what I'm saying? Because the only reason I didn't kill the dude was because I was looking at it like he's the Doja.
Right.
You know, I really wanted to fight him, to be honest with you, but everybody was like, yo, don't fight that big dude, you're not gonna win. I was like, yo, I'll fight him. I'll knock his ass. I was talking mad crap to him, and he looked like he wanted to come at me, but the minute I went in that garbage can, pulled out that 38, he was like, oh, wait a minute, and he was out. So the only one that's really left was my pops and me. And you know, it got to the point where my mom's like, yo, they started sending me to Spofford, they started sending me to NSD, which is non-secure detention, where they send you to Beach House. And that's when I knocked out. Matter of fact, another notable knockout was Mr. Biggs from Planet Rock. Mr. Big from Planet Rock used to work in Pyramid House in the Bronx.
You mean
Mr. Biggs?
Not Ron Isley.
You said Planet Rock. You mean
from Africa Bambaataa?
Oh. Zulu Nation.
Zulu Nation. So Mr. Biggs, if you look on their Planet Rock, it's gonna be Africa Bambaataa. And matter of fact, one of the songs they go, Mr. Biggs.
Yeah.
Him. He used to work in Pyramid House in the Bronx. And they had some like shock thing for juveniles, and I just wasn't trying to hear that shock shit. You had to fold your mattress, your sheets a certain way at the corners, and I wasn't trying to hear none of that. So they was kicking me out of the program. He got a little aggressive with me, so I just started pummeling on him, and I got kicked out of Pyramid House, and then sent me to Industry, which was a DFY facility in Rochester, close to Henrietta Road. And that, you know, but back then you have to look at it. It's like everything to solve a situation was through physical violence, and this is what you grew up knowing. It ain't like now. You got kids now, they grow up thinking more conscious, because now you got certain parents, they don't touch their kids. They talk to them. I didn't have that. Mine was a dead arm, or a straight right, or uppercut, or a hook, or a cheese grater, or a frying pan that was like 190 degrees, or getting hit with a high heel, or an extension cord that was supposed to be on the Christmas tree, but it ends up whipping you in your back. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different scenario when you're going through these things than it is when someone is talking to you and you're still not comprehending what they're saying.
Now, do you feel like, you know, you kind of, things got worse for you because your past and what you've been through? Like, do you feel like it was no turning back? You know what I mean? Like, did you feel like it was no time to sit back and think and try to make things right for yourself or go the positive way? Like, did you feel like it was too much over the years and you was like, yo, fuck it, I'm going crazy, and that's it? You know what I'm saying? All the crimes and everything and whatever you got into after that, do you feel like it just, you feel like it was hopeless? You know what I'm saying?
That's a great question. And I feel like, do you feel like it stemmed from the household issues that, you know, since I can survive this, I can survive anything?
Yeah,
you can say that, because it's like when my grandfather was training me to box. I was running around that track, yo, and I was running with my mouth open, and I started getting pains on my side, because you're not supposed to run with your mouth open. You're supposed to breathe in your nose and out your mouth. And he wasn't trying to hear that. When I got down on my knees and I'm hurting on my side, he had a big piece of sugar cane. And he used to hit me on my legs with that piece of sugar cane. Blah! Get up! Blah! Get up! And I had to get up and start running around that track, yo, with the pain in my side and everything.
Juvenile delinquency starts from the household. You know what I'm saying? Because if you start beating your kids, you start making them rebellious from a young age. And all that rebellious turns into is basically it forms you into like a person that ain't scared of being beat. A person that ain't scared of that no more, because you're so used to being beat, you already know what's gonna happen. So now you start doing things out of spite, out of anger, out of hate. And that's all that whooping your child and beating your child, that's all that creates. Same way the slave, even though you whipped the slave and you made him do what he had to do, if he would have had any chance to get you, he would kill you. You know what I'm saying? For what you're making him go through and the way you're treating him. what I'm saying? This is why when you had the brother Nat Turner, who started a slave revolt back in the days, you see what they did. All those slaves, they went into the houses of their slave masters and killed them all. So does beating your kids actually help them, or does it groom them for the worse later on?